What if I told you that your brain is playing tricks on you? Every moment, your thoughts shape your choices and reality. We trust our feelings and reactions, believing they are real. But are they? Let's explore this together. Think about it. How often do you second guess yourself? Those doubts aren't always truth. It's in those moments we get stuck, quieting our instincts, letting fear hold us back from choices. Notice the pattern. We let our minds dictate our path, often leading us away from what we truly want. Now, let's pause. What if those thoughts aren't the truth? What if you could question them? What if we stopped waiting? Imagine us starting today, not tomorrow. It sounds simple, doesn't it? It's like looking at a mountain in the distance. We think, well, climb it when we're ready, but that moment never comes. Every time we say tomorrow, we let that mountain grow taller. We convince ourselves it's too big to tackle now. But here's the truth: starting small can change everything. A single step is all it takes to begin the journey. Let's talk about that list we keep postponing. You know the one? Dreams, goals, even chores. Each day that passes, that list gets longer. What are we waiting for? Perfection? The right mood? How many times have we let the perfect moment slip away, only to regret not acting sooner? Real progress often starts when we feel uncomfortable. That's where growth happens. Isn't it worth exploring? Think about it. Every choice we delay is another moment lost. What if we suffered through that discomfort? What if we started with just one small commitment today? It could be a call, a task, or even a promise. Embrace the fact that there might never be a perfect time. Action is what creates clarity, not hesitation. So let's ask ourselves, what's one thing we can do today, right now? The choice is ours. We sit in a cafe, a quiet buzz around us. I glance at my friend, who's scrolling endlessly on their phone. The steam from my coffee curls into the air, and I think about how many moments we waste waiting pica. I break the silence, saying, "Are you really tired, or is it just easier to scroll?" They shrug, almost defensively, replying, "Maybe I am a little tired, but I can see the hesitation." I nod, reflecting on how often we mistake distraction for exhaustion, missing opportunities. Finally, I say, let's break that cycle. What can we do right now? My friend hesitates. I could start that project I've been putting off. They admit. I lean in, eager to encourage. Why not outline some ideas right here? They pull out a pen, a mix of excitement and fear growing in their eyes. As they write, I can see a shift, the spark of motivation igniting back. We share ideas, the energy between us growing as possibilities unfold. But then, a moment of doubt creeps in. What if it's not enough? What if I fail? I pause, understanding their fears. What if you succeed? What's the worst that could happen? I take a deep breath, determination replacing anxiety. You know what? Let's just try. A smile. It's about taking that first step, right here, right now. A new idea begins to take shape as they write. The cafe feels warmer, more inviting. We brainstorm, sketching out thoughts, the excitement palpable in the air. Suddenly, my friend stops, looking up. You know, this is fun. They seem surprised. A chuckle, reminding them how often we overlook the joy of engaging in creativity. We're not exhausted. We were simply avoiding the thrill of the start. And as if on cue, the barista sets down fresh pastries between us. A reward for your efforts. See, it feels good to break out of that lull, I say, taking a bite of pastry. They nod, clearly energized not just by the pastry, but by the momentum we've created. In that moment, I realized the true exhaustion was the fear of starting. Now, we move forward. I take a deep breath, ready to dive into my project. It feels daunting, yet exciting, like standing on the edge of a pool. My friend smiles, urging me on. Just start. You'll feel the flow once you begin. Those words echo in my mind. With a pen in hand and a blank page before me, I resist the urge to overthink. What if I just let the ideas flow? I start writing, letting my mind wander. The words come slowly, but there's a spark of joy hidden in that struggle. Each line I write feels like unearthing a piece of myself. My heart races, each stroke filling the page with possibility. But then doubt creeps in. Who am I to think I can do this? I pause, pencil hovering above the page. I close my eyes for a moment. I remember my friend's words, battling that internal voice. This is me, and I deserve this. I push through the doubt and write again, feeling the burn of vulnerability. There's power in putting myself out there. With every word, I notice a shift and feeling lighter, as if I'm shedding layers of expectation and fear. Suddenly, I realize that it's not about motivation. It's about action. This is where the real journey begins. I look at my filled page and feel proud. That first step, that leap of faith, has led me here. What's next? That's the beautiful part. Life is full of possibilities if we dare to take the first step. I take a deep breath, staring at the blank page before me. It's more than just words. It feels like confronting my fears. With each word I write, I feel the weight lift. I recall my friend's encouragement, sparking something deep within me. Suddenly, the room feels different. The light seems brighter, as if possibilities are starting to hang in the air. I pause, realizing that it's about more than writing. It's about embracing who I am beyond these thoughts. I stand up, inspired. It's not just the project, it's my life that needs a push. What if I let go of limitations? That's it. Each choice reveals a path. I realize I hold the pen, and I can write my own story. I wake up, facing the same routine. My mind whispers, just stay in bed. It feels safe. We all know that feeling, right? But deep inside, I know I'm delaying something important. I need to face my fears, but my comfort zone feels so inviting. I glance at the mirror, reminding myself of my dreams. Yet, doubts creep in. What if I fail? What if it's too hard? I feel the pull of those comforting lies. They say, you can try later. But when? This moment feels endless. Suddenly, a thought strikes. What if I embrace discomfort instead? Maybe that's where growth begins. Just maybe. I get up, fueled by a small spark of courage. Today could be different. Will I let it be? I step outside, the sun shining bright, and take a deep breath. Today feels different, charged with possibility. I see my neighbor watering her plants, a routine yet soothing sight. We exchange our usual nods, a small connection. As I walk, the sounds of a bustling city surround me. The rhythm is familiar, yet oddly energizing today. I pass by a cafe, the smell of fresh coffee wafting through the air. My feet hesitate. Maybe a moment of pause. I step in, the bell above the door jingling. I order my drink, feeling the warmth of the interaction as I wait. With my coffee in hand, I take a seat by the window. Watching the world go by feels oddly grounding. Suddenly, a couple walks by, arguing passionately. Their expressions intense. It reminds me of my own unspoken conflicts. I sip my coffee, pondering my own struggles. Why do we often ignore what truly matters until it bubbles over? The cafe door opens, letting in a gust of wind. It symbolizes change, a reminder that we can choose differently. I finish my coffee, resolve building within me. It's time to step toward those dreams I put aside. I stand up and walk out, choosing to take charge of my day. Each step feels lighter, filled with purpose. As I walk into the street, I realize clarity often comes in small moments. What choice will I make today? As I step into the cafe, a wave of warmth envelops me. The air buzzes with laughter and chatter, a heartbeat of the city. I spot a friend waving from a corner table. It's comforting to see a familiar face amidst the crowd. Sitting down, we dive into conversations. Their stories spark a flicker of jealousy within me. Why do they seem so happy? I nod, laughing at the right moments, but inside, a battle brews. Comparison lurks like an unwelcome guest. My mind races, contrasting their successes with my struggles. It feels like I'm standing still while they're sprinting ahead. Then, a waiter approaches with a warm smile, placing a cup of coffee in front of me. The scent pulls me back to points 3. I take a sip and warmth spills through me. It's the simple things that can often ground us, isn't it? As we talk, I realize those highlight reel moments I envy are often just polished surfaces, not the real story. Underneath their laughter, perhaps they too are wrestling with insecurities. It's human, it's real. I share my struggles, and they nod in understanding. No judgment, just shared humanity in our vulnerabilities. This moment feels like a release. The weight of comparison starts to lift, just a little. We laugh more freely, and the cafe transforms into a space of connection and understanding. I'm not alone. Leaving the cafe, I take a deep breath. The world seems a bit brighter, a bit broader, perhaps in not behind. In this moment, I choose to step away from that constant comparison. My journey is mine, not theirs. As I walk, I notice others too, each unfolding their own stories. Life isn't a race, it's a collection of moments. The weight of inadequacy starts to fade. There's beauty in our differences, in our timings, in our paths. Each success, each struggle is a brushstroke in our unique masterpiece. We all have pieces yet to paint, to reach apart, the green inviting me to pause, to breathe, to reconnect with what matters. I sit on a bench, my heart slowing. Nature has a way of reminding us of the bigger picture. I realize that everyone has their struggles. Those beautiful moments we see, they're just a part of the journey. Sitting there, I commit to embracing my path with all its twists and turns. It's mine to navigate. I think of my dreams, the little ones tucked away. It's time to pull them closer and give them attention. No more waiting. I'm ready to take small steps toward what I truly want with all my heart. Now, the choice is clearer. I'll embrace my unique journey and let it unfold as it should. I stepped outside, sunlight hitting my face, reminding me that life waits for no one. It's time to move. With a deep breath, I decided to trust myself. The world was full of opportunities, just waiting for my action. I headed to a nearby park. I felt drawn to its tranquility, a stark contrast to my racing thoughts. As I sat on a bench, the weight of indecision washed over me. The echoes of what if lingered. But a hit from awaiting would not bring clarity. It only masked the fear of failure. Action was the key. I finally understood that a small step could spark motivation. I pulled out my phone, scrolling through ideas. Each project I put off was calling me back. I clicked on a project I'd abandoned. Excitement surged through me as I imagined bringing it to life. The initial fear crept in. What if it doesn't go as planned? I reminded myself, no action, no change. Thus, I sent the first message to a collaborator. It was time to reignite the spark I had lost. Moments later, a reply. The excitement was palpable. The conversation sparked where uncertainty once lingered. That was it. I felt powerful, capable. I realized this was just the beginning. What would I do next? I stood there, breathless, with a spark of determination brewing inside me. It was time to connect, really connect. I took my phone, hands slightly trembling, and dialed my collaborator. This was the moment of courage. As the phone rang, I felt a mix of fear and excitement. What if they didn't answer? What if they did? Suddenly, I heard a voice. Hi, how have you been? It was them. My heart raced. We exchanged ideas, laughter flowing freely. This was the energy I had been missing, alive and stirring. It was clear today was not just another day. It was a chance to step outside the comfort zone,